could, just get together. It's such a BYT to me, to the young
One, two, three. One, two, three. All right. Got to know how to hold it. Like Bonnie Maroney. Mashed potato. Do the alligator. Put your hand on your hips, yeah. Let your backbone shift. Do the 1, 2, say. Like my little Lucy. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Need somebody to help me say it one time. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You know I feel all right. Huh. Feel pretty good.
Awesome. Jeremy has gotten the live. So the live stream is up. If you check the chat, Jeremy dropped the info in there. So I'm going to start us off in another couple minutes. If you want to take that link and share it on your social media, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, anything like that, feel free to do that now. There's a little bit of time and then we'll get started. Thanks, Jeremy.
Let's go viral.
Yeah. Hashtag RMMFI. Hashtag tongue twister. And then for those of you who are just joining us, we're just dropping some things we're grateful for in the chat.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher. Low rider drives a little slower.
All right. We'll go ahead and get started. Hey, everyone. Welcome to retro number 2 for boot camp launch. Headquarters stands for Denver, by the way. So we have 2 tracks that run, the Aurora track and the Denver track. And this is actually boot camp number 30. Can you believe it? So I am really excited because I know these entrepreneurs have been working super hard to get their presentations up and ready for this evening. And so we will go ahead and get started. Just for tonight's agenda, should sound really familiar from Retro 1 because we're going to kind of go along the same lines, but we are going to do announcements, the rules of the retro, then the entrepreneur presentations, what we're here for, right? And then feedback forum. So the feedback forum is a great chance to actually speak with an entrepreneur and share constructive criticism or praise. So if you haven't done so already, please do opt into the RMMFI community and volunteer newsletter. I believe this is on a brand new platform. And so it comes out, I think, Mary Kate, do they come out, or Sarah Craft, do they come out weekly, or is it like monthly, a monthly newsletter?
Every other week now.
Every bi-weekly? Okay, so it's a bi-weekly newsletter that comes out, and it shows you not just the opportunities to support our MMFI as an org, but also how to support entrepreneurs. We do success stories and just upcoming events that some of the entrepreneurs, past and current, in the program are in, and all of that kind of stuff. Mark your calendars for Thursday, August 12th. It is our graduation, and it's also the Idea Lab pitch night. So we are going to have a really fun time getting to hear from our graduates from this boot camp, and then also getting to hear from the next class of folks who are going to come in and learn about their businesses and what they're up to. And it's probably going to be a lot of their first time speaking about their business in front of a large crowd. So that's going to be really exciting. So that's August the 12th, and that's from 5:30 to 8 p.m. So the rules of Retro tonight, we're going to be looking at the management and financial pillars. That's what the entrepreneurs have been working on over the last 2-ish weeks, along with you amazing mentors. So I'm really excited because I know, I feel like the financials and management operations are like the meat of the business, especially that financial piece. And there's been quite a few breakthroughs just within this class that I've noticed on getting to look at what the financial projections are and what their business could look like versus what it currently is. So really excited to hear about that. And tonight we're going to be looking at big rocks. So pretty much in regards to launch, what's the ongoing strategy? What are those key success indicators, so the KSIs? What is the revenue, cost, profit, and cash flow assumptions based off of that financial projection? And then what are the current capital needs? You may notice that looks different for some folks than from Retro 1. And that's because as we dig into our financial projections, sometimes we find out, oh, you know what? I really don't need X, Y, and Z, or, oh, I need more than what I originally thought. So I'm really excited to see all of those updates and changes as well. Each entrepreneur had 9 slides, and they will have 6 minutes. Something that we will do is, Veronica, are you okay with timing this evening?
Sure, I can type.
Oh, okay. So Veronica is going to be our timekeeper. What she will do is once you hit your 6 minutes, she will politely interrupt you and say, your 6 minutes is up, and then you can finish your thoughts. So I want you all to know that if you are close to the end, we'll let you finish up, but keep that time in mind. So essentially what will happen is, just to recap the rules in case you guys forgot about Retro 1, is that each entrepreneur will get to present. I will control the slides just so that we can efficiently move forward. Mentors only will fill out the scoring forms. And I want to clarify, this is all mentors, including those who have their entrepreneur presenting. So for example, if you're, first person I see is Tamika. If you're Tamika's mentors and she's presenting, or sorry, they're presenting, what you're going to do is you are going to actually fill out that form as well for Tamika, along with all the other mentors who are not a part of their team. So that's how that's going to work.
Can I just add one more thought? Sorry to
go for it.
Your flow, Sydney. My only other ask is that as you're filling out the forms, if you give a score of a 3 or below, to please add some helpful feedback and comments so that, if the entrepreneur sees that they have a 3 or below on the score, it's helpful for them to know what it is they can improve upon. So please add comments in the comment field. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Yeah, that's very helpful for sure. So folks aren't just like, what the heck? I got a 2. Why? You know? So thank you. And the feedback's anonymous. There is this option too, if you would like to hold on to the score so that at the end of the forum, you know, we randomly select which entrepreneurs and mentors get put together. Then you have an opportunity to have that information saved in your email temporarily to look back on and refer to. And then you could always delete it at the end of the night. The forum, so essentially what you'll do is you'll get to chat with an entrepreneur, like I said, provide some constructive criticism, some encouragement, and then also just sharing other ideas and suggestions. So it's really nice for folks to have a fresh set of eyes looking at what they're doing, just to get some new insight possibly into their business. So feedback should be high level, positive, and honest. So essentially constructive. And entrepreneurs are eligible to earn up to $600 towards their launch loan eligibility this evening. So our presentation order, we are going to have Laura go first, then Jose, Rondalyn, Tamika, Tia, and Nicole. Veronica is going to drop in the chat the forms when we get to each entrepreneur. So what you'll want to do is as soon as you see that pop into the chat, you'll want to open that up so that you can have it, you know, up while the presentation is going, and you could be filling out. I'll leave a little bit of breathing room at the end of the presentation so you can finish up your thoughts, and then we'll hop into the next presentation after that. All right, drum roll. I don't have a drum, so I'm just making it up. We are going to have Laura go first. Laura, are you ready?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, go ahead. And Veronica, are you ready with the timer? All right, go ahead, Laura. Take it away whenever you're ready.
All right, thanks, Sydney. And thanks everyone for coming. My name is Laura Easley. I am the owner and head chef of Curious Air Kitchen. I provide vegetable forward meals and snacks for delivery on a weekly basis, as well as boutique catering. You can find me on Instagram or on the web at curiousair.kitchen, or email me at curiousairkitchen.gmail.com. So my business is currently operational. So I'm looking right now to kind of build up the foundation so that in the future I'll have like a sturdy foundation and can really build up on that. Some ways I'm looking to do that in this next phase is raise my prices, procure a sales tax license, create a template for contracts for catering, and a feedback questionnaire. Next slide. Thanks. So in the immediate, I am trying to grow my clientele. In the springtime, I was at 12 plus clients a week, and this summer that slowed a little bit. So I am working to increase the consistency of my product, the consistency of being in front of people, and all of that, hoping for some consistency of orders, and also begin a feedback loop with the satisfaction survey that I'm going to make. Then my next phase will be to double the amount of clients that I have, and the ways I plan to do that are adding products and maybe a second delivery date. And then for about a year out, knowing that summer seems to be a slow season for me, sort of being ready to double down on some things, and really being ready for the next level up, perhaps being at the farmer's market or adding a wholesale product. we've been learning key success indicators. So just the tools I'm gonna and numbers that I'm gonna look at, so I know that I'm on track with my goals. I've downloaded an app that helps me track how many website visits I'm getting, and as well as sales on my website. Operationally, getting that customer feedback with that survey that I'm going to make is important to me, that people like what I'm selling. So that's going to be important. And then financially, the number that I want to look at is making sure that I'm hitting at least 30% of a gross margin on my sales. Okay. So I ran the numbers on 3 of my products and services. That's going to be the meals for delivery, the snacks and sides for delivery, and catering, which I've based on a job I have coming up that is about $1,200. For meals, I'm going to be asking 25, and that includes delivery, and snacks and sides 12 each. Sort of this first, my first tier of goal is hitting 1 catering job a month, 36 meals, and 44 snacks or sides a month, so that my monthly revenue forecast is $2,628. Looking at my cost of goods sold, I did try to make sure to include labor costs in there as well as delivery costs. So you can see that reflected in sort of a high looking cost for meals and for catering, but the forecasted cost of goods sold there is going to be $1,817. On the right side of this slide, I've put some upcoming fixed costs, and then the average off of the spreadsheet of my fixed costs is about $619. All right, so with this first tier goal that I have, I am able to put away just under $200 per month, which for me is exciting because it does include paying myself for labor and for the business, as well as covering costs. And I know this is a number that I can grow from and ramp up from. And it feels comfortable as well because the break-even point per month is much smaller than those projections. It's about half of the meals for my first projection to break even, and just over half the amount of snacks. Catering, I will need to do 1 large job per month. Next. All right, so my goals with getting people onto the website is that customers will need to pay ahead of time for meals, snacks, and clients will have to pay for half of catering up front. That's to ensure that I have this cash flow happening. And then anything that I have on top of that, I'm going to deposit into my bank to sort of grow that, so I always have cash on hand. And if we can look at the last slide before we go out, here are just some ideas for capital needs: fixing vehicle for the deliveries, and the pasta machine and extruder, that's going to be for consistency of product, can sealers for new product. So I've got a few funding sources on the right, and thank you all so much for listening. I think I'm at my time, but please do follow me on Instagram and reach out with any questions. Thank you so much.
Woo!
All right.
Woo,
Nice
great
presentation.
job.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
That was awesome. I love it. Tamika, you said that the food is beautiful. If y'all aren't following Laura's gram, like her dishes are gorgeous. So presentation's everything. It's so good looking. Way to go. And Jeremy said also too in the chat, yay for paying ourselves. It's great that you worked that into your numbers. So I'm going to give just a little bit of space for y'all to finish up. We have Jose on deck. Jose, are you there? Yep, I see
Yes,
you.
I'm here.
Okay, so I'm going to let everybody have a minute. We can tell when those are getting submitted in. So I will wait to see a few more come in. I'm like, I guess I could have put music on during this piece, but that's okay. Now I know next pause, we'll have a little jam session going on. All right, so everyone please pull up Jose's scoring chart and we will get started here in a second. Veronica, do you have your time queued up? Okay, cool. And then Jose, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, all right, cool. Awesome, well, go ahead and get started whenever you're ready to go.
Okay. Hello, good evening. My name is Jose Carapia, and I am the owner and founder of Alebrix. Alebrix is a design studio specialized in the construction environment, and we create amazing websites, architectural visualization, and animation solutions. We offer one customized solution that includes 3 design skills, and we work in the construction field, serving construction companies and much more. Come and visit us in our Pink Design Bunker or visit our website. Next slide, please. Okay. Launch strategy. Design and develop my website and social media. We believe that design and develop our website and social media will help us to be closer to our 4% customer target. Our goal is that our visitors could have a very good understanding and how their businesses would be more profitable with our solutions, and finally to get conversions. Register the business in the IRS. Well, this is the legal pillar that we are very. It is very important for us because we need that to start operating. And purchase the architectural software. We're aware that we can invest in the best and most expensive software, but we also truly believe that the human resource is the most important key in our business. What I mean is that software will help, but knowledge and passion is what bring amazing results. And starting calling and emailing would give us the opportunity to be involved in the construction industry and bringing new clients to our cash flow. Next, please. Okay. In the first trimester, we must be alive and working for 3 clients and earning $4,000. In the next 4 to 6 months, we will increase our production and operations to 3 clients per month, and we want to earn $3,000 per month. And in the final semester of this year, we would like to increase the production and earn 4,500. And I am very happy because in this stage we are going to have our first hire This is very important because we will be able to work with bigger projects and more clients. Thank you. Key success indicators. 5 consultation and 20% of conversion is our marketing key success indicator. And speaking about operations, we have customer retention and 40 hours maximum per project. Customer retention is very important because getting new clients is very expensive. And we believe in long-term business relationships. For that reason, the quality of the deliveries must be very important, and we need to continue working in an operation and management processes inside the corporation. And in the financial area, we have an average of 1,000 per project. Next slide, please. Thank you. Product of service, 40 hours web design, architectural visualization, and animation, with an average sale price of 25 per hour, and 136.66 hour. If you multiply this by would be equal to 3,416, and this is the monthly revenue forecast for our projections. Next slide, please. Marketing in the fixed cost. Marketing action plan is 171, and this includes social media, call and email, free website evaluation, and a media community builder. And the total monthly fixed cost is around $610. Thank you. Okay. Profit assumptions. We have a monthly revenue of 3,416. The last slide. The fees and the monthly net profit forecast is equal to 2,480, with a fixed cost of 936, and a monthly break even of 37.5 hours per month. So this gives us the opportunity to know how much hours we need to do per month in order to be to continue be in the market. In the next slide, speaking about the strategies, we are going to charge 50%. 50% will be paid at the time of conversion, 30% at the time the delivery has 80% of progress, and finally 20% when it's finished or the commission is complete. The strategy to ensure enough cash on hand to pay the bills, I need to make sure to at least be hired for 37.5 hours per month. This is the result of my break even. And what do I need to do? What we are going to do with any net profit? We are going to reinvest everything in the first year into the business to increase the size of the projects and the clients too. And speaking about capital needs, we will need marketing action plan, which is around $380 software, 320 internet registration, and funding sources. Well, God and my soul, because I am going to be working very hard, and personal investment and a possible loan. And again, my name is Jose Carapia, and we are Alebricks Design Studio, and thank you for listening me to be here and listen to our business. Thank you.
Great job.
Awesome.
Great presentation, Jose.
Awesome. So I'm going to give
Thank you,
everyone
everybody.
yeah, thank you. That was great. I'm going to give everyone a chance to answer. If I could also ask our MMFI staff to please also give your feedback, that'd be awesome. We have a little bit of a smaller audience today, so it'd be great to also have your input added as well to the results. And I'll give some time. Anybody know a good dad joke? I feel like I should ask Jeremy this. Jeremy, you seem full of dad jokes.
That's hilarious. I became an uncle today, and that's not a joke.
Congratulations.
I know.
Congratulations.
My brother became a dad, and that's what made me think of that, because you asked about dad jokes. So I'll have to ask him, because he's an actual dad, and I'll see if he has any dad jokes I'll pass along.
Okay.
I have something funny. So when my oldest son got his first, I guess, chin hair, he was trying to show me. And I thought it was just like something on his face. And I was like pulling it. He's like, Mom, no, that's my beard. Like, it's not a beard, but yeah.
That's hilarious. It's not a beard until he has 4 chin hairs.
Right.
So proud of it. That's so funny.
That's cute. I love it. You're getting a lot of love in the chat, Jose. Great work.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to give it another minute just because I know some staff members are also trying to do Laura's. And let's see, who do we have on deck next? I think we have, yeah, Miss Rondalyn. Rondalyn, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. All right, we'll get you started in just a second.
I'm
Just
here.
let a few more folks wrap up.
Okay. And if you want, I'm a little nervous, but I could kind of share. It's not exactly a joke, but it's kind of funny.
Okay, share it. If it helps break the ice, your nerves, do it. We got the space
Yes.
for it.
I'll try. Okay, so I have 2 kids, right? Well, I have 3, but these 2 were really close in age, right? Aaron and Aspen. So Aspen, all she ever thought about was food, and Aaron, he wanted to be, he's real smart, like he wanted to be a gemologist, right? So, and of course I love like fashion shopping, you know, expensive things or whatever. So I believe I had the Bloomingdale's catalog, right? And it was around Christmas time. And so with Aaron wanting to be a gemologist, he says out loud, he says, "Oh, wow, Mom, this carrot costs $5,000. And so my daughter, all she thought about was food. She was like, must be a good carrot.
I love that. I love that. I had a story similar to that, just like misperception of something. I was in Panama and one of the guides kept saying vodka. And so I thought they meant like the beverage, alcohol beverage. And I was like, what? We're in the middle of the jungle. What are you talking about vodka for? And then they kept saying like, no, look, vodka. They were talking about cows. Because in Spanish, a cow is vodka. I'm saying it poorly.
Yes, it is.
I'm saying it poorly, but I was like, okay, I'm understanding. Because she had to go moo. And I was like, oh, cow. Okay. Yeah. We literally talked about it for 15 minutes. It was a thing. So I think we're ready, Rondalyn. On that note, everybody, Veronica dropped into the chat Rondalyn's scoring form. Please pull that up. And Veronica, do you have your timer ready for us?
Yep, we're ready.
Awesome, thank you. All right, Rondalyn, go ahead and take it away whenever you're ready.
Okay, ready. Okay, retro number 2. So in the next 9 slides, what I plan to do is And this is more of a numbers presentation. So I had to leave my hero out of this one. And so we're going to get started with, do the numbers make sense? Am I charging enough? And how do I make financial sense? Because, of course, dollars do make sense. So, okay, so slide number 1. My name is Rhonda Lynn Jones. I'm an entrepreneur. I'll repeat my number, my email at the end of the presentation. And again, my business was established in 2009. Prior to COVID, I had 8 clients. My goal was 12 that year, and it still is 12 for 2021, to double that by 2022. So hopefully I'll have 24 or more clients. Next slide, please. Management launch strategy. I'll keep this really simple. So my expenses for what are the key tasks that must be done in order to get the business ready to launch, and the next stage of growth by need of boot camp. Basically, cell phone, business, car insurance, uniforms, supplies, and we'll have the supplies on reserve at a price increase, of course. Next slide, please. Management ongoing strategy. Here it's asking for 3 to 4 major objectives to accomplish your 1-year vision. And for me, the first 1 to 3 months, which are immediate, I plan to increase my client base to 4 within the first 1 to 3 months, because again, due to COVID, I went down to literally 1 client, and sometimes it was 0. Okay, so 4 to 6 is the second of importance as far, and for me, it's more focused on a client base. So I plan to double my client base from 4 to 8 to 12 by the end of 2020. So basically, that's like every 3 months. And then, as I mentioned earlier, 24 new client or 24 total clients on the back burner for the next 6 to 12 months. Next slide, please. Key success indicators. For me, as you can see in bold, time is very crucial for me since I'll be operating on schedule. And what I did was I created spreadsheets. And so since we weren't able to use spreadsheets, I'll try to break it down in order as my braces allow. So, so basically, time schedules for the operation, for marketing, seasonal brochures, and for the financial KSIs, of course, customers and pay. For the sake of time, we'll go to the next slide. Financial review assumptions. This is really fun for me to look at because my business has been at $25 an hour since 2009. And thanks to my mentors, they suggested a price increase. And to, again, keep it simple, kind of basic, not bump it up too much. I only went, for the sake of the presentation, to $30 an hour with a contract, $40 an hour without a contract. And my prices for Fridays and Saturdays and weekends are $50 an hour, or will be $50 an hour. But for this project, I just pretty much based 8 units at 2 jobs a day. From Monday through Friday, which would be 32 units. And again, we're looking at Monday through Thursday, at $960. So that's my goal for September 2021. And then there's an additional room for 4 units at $50 an hour on Friday and Saturday. So the way it breaks down is like 8 to 12, and then maybe a little lunch, and then another 4 hours after that. And again, Sunday, next day, same day service, I will have to charge $50 an hour. And then also for cancellation and reschedules, which basically are the same, I plan to charge $50 as well. Along with that, if you take, I don't want to go there. Next slide, please. Financials, cost assumptions. What does it cost you to make and deliver the products and services? For me, again, I've already explained that earlier. It's pretty simple. Gas, and the other items that I mentioned. But to kind of break down the numbers at a $30 per hour rate Monday through Friday, we're looking at 8 sales at $960. That comes to about $46.40 a month. And then my cost of goods sold, well, cost of goods, yeah, I messed up there. Okay, so anyway, what I would spend is $615 times 4. That's going to be about $24.60 a month is what I'll put out. So it's a profit of $21.80. Next slide, please. No, yes. And again, what I did, I have here, I wasn't able to put it, but I have some bid sheets for at $30 an hour, $40 an hour, and $50 an hour. So if we could go to slide number 7, financial profit assumptions. Again, I pretty much broke that down as to what the profit would be. And I also would be able to do the math for, I did it Monday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, maybe Sundays. And then also I could have done it for January through December, but basically it's by the month, so you would just times it by 12. And then just a little data statistics. Here in Denver, for executive housekeeper, based on the number of years I've had a business, it's the salary is right around $79,000. So if we were to do the numbers at the $50 an hour, that would definitely put me in that range for the amount of hours I previously discussed. If we could go to slide number 8, please. Financial cash flow assumptions. For me, I would have to increase client base quarterly. So that's the plan. And then also what I've done is reduce the cost of my supplies, which I was planning on keeping supplies, but it is going to cost me more of an expense every month. So that's something that I kind of cut out in a way that I figured that I could supplement if the client didn't have the supplies when I got there, is to use another service like King Soopers or another delivery service. So if we could go to capital needs, slide number 9. So business insurance, 150, storage, 68, payroll, 1,000, gas, 150, marketing, 300, uniforms, 150, and that's going to the Segunda. So I'm kind of recycling my uniforms from the thrift store, which saves some money there. Car insurance, 150, hopefully a deposit. That's just kind of my dream, to put down an SUV so I won't get stuck in the snow this year. Supplies, 150. Again, those are back up. I don't really need those, but they're just kind of back up. And then a website, hopefully Jose could get that for me. Water, $60, food, 150, a new cell phone, of course. And then part of my logo will be put on my recycled uniforms. Funding will come from RMFI, hopefully. I've been approved for an EIDL from the SBA of Colorado. I received the Energize Colorado grant of $7,500 the end of last year. And of course, I use my stimulus to kind of help my business already. That's been spent. So we go to the final slide, please, slide number 10. And you see me with my shirt on, Simple Cleaning LLC, just a little form of marketing I thought would be helpful. And as I close, I'd like to share my elevator pitch. Again, my name is Rhonda Lynn Jones. My business is Simple Cleaning LLC. Thanks to my grandma, I offer detailed residential cleaning. I also offer demo and renovation cleanup in response to CDC mandates. I'm currently offering COVID sanitation services. Call, text, or email Simple Cleaning LLC at 720-696-1162, or you can email me at miss.rhondalynnjones@gmail.com to schedule your next cleaning. See you soon.
Woo!
Yay, Rondalyn.
Good job.
Yay! You're getting some love in the chat, Rondalyn. Everybody's saying good
Thank
job.
God. I
Great
need
work.
it.
Oh, a few people are like, yay, we finally got to see your face with the picture. Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to just wrap up Rondalyn's feedback form. I think we had another person just join us. Veronica, would you be able to drop in the chat again the link to Rondalyn's form? I think someone joined right at the beginning. Thank you. Awesome, great work. And let's see, who do we have on deck? All right, Tamika, you're on deck. Are you ready for it?
I mean, I am here and I'm prepared as I can be.
I love that. That's how it is sometimes, right? You're like, I showed up.
I did. That's like what, 75% at least, right?
Yeah, it actually is. I would even say 90% sometimes.
Yeah,
depending on the situation.
That's what I told all my students last year. If you're here, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
I love it. Everybody's just in the chat saying you got this. So
awesome.
we believe in you.
All right, well, I started my timer. My name's Tamika Coleman, and I'm the owner and founder of Literary Citizen. It's a publication, community building, and outreach business that creates frameworks where underserved and underrepresented voices become empowered in publishing. We host workshops and trainings geared toward the same, and host a podcast series of interviews with educators and creatives who are creating positive change on many fronts. Too often we speak from two sides of a canyon, even if we talk about a bridge. At LC, we work to amplify all that we can in regards to what tends to be ignored. My management launch strategy, I'm starting from scratch because I'm turning a little bit of an expensive hobby into an actual business. And so I've had to change a lot of things, scale things, some things back. And so some of the same things apply, like procuring a contact list and making a database. And there's going to be word of mouth marketing in those first few months, because that's where I am. Potential partners list database, because that's going to be my step 2, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The website needs to be up and running with prototypes, and I'm working on zines with the mission statement, current writers, contact information, and explanation of available courses. Social media platforms will be set up. They're already set up with some content scheduled. And ticket sales platform like Eventbrite and newsletters will be in place as well. So the 3 or 4 major growth objectives to accomplish in year 1, like I said, the first 3 months is network marketing. I have a lot of folks in my circles that I can just talk to and just go down the list and bug them until they say no. And then in 4 to 6 months, all of the above, plus ramping up marketing and promo with actual partnerships. So these are people who are going to pay me $200 to $300 to be part of the business, either as advertisers or some other kind of business partnership where we can move around in communities together. And then 6 to 12 months, that's when I start paying for services like classified ads in magazines and maybe podcasts. There's a lot of free marketing we can do as well. Key success indicators. So marketing KSIs, that seemed like the most easy for me to think about. And my mentors really helped me with this too, differentiating between marketing and operations. And so I thought about some numbers. At first I said 10 new respondents, but I think I need to speak with 50 new respondents to Marketing Weekly because I'm going to estimate probably 1 starting out, but hopefully 2 will say yes. And so 50 respondents weekly equals about 20 to 40 people saying yes to a workshop per month. And this is me preparing to add new mentors to the roster so that they can start teaching classes as well. And then the workshop load needs to be sustainable. So there have to be enough participants in the classes, and there have to be enough workshop leaders. So max 25, 30 people per workshop per one leader, so it doesn't get out of hand. And then the next phase, when exceeding those numbers, we're going to begin recruiting new leaders to fill with attendees. Operations KSIs, customer success metrics. I didn't have a lot of time to go into that, but there are a lot of really good resources. And so I imagine collecting numbers on things like how many referrals are coming in, how many repeat participants, because I'm also about building community, and how many positive survey results are coming in. So financial KSIs, I estimated meeting my goal is going to be about 3,500 monthly. And the first target goal would be 5,000. So I have two things I'm looking at. I'm looking at an 8-week course, which seems to be my bread and butter, and a 2-hour workshop, just a one-off. And here are the numbers there. They look all spelunky. So $40 for a single workshop. I wanted it to be kind of low, and then $280 for an 8-week workshop. So it's kind of like they get 7 appearances, 1 free. Number of sales per month. If 30 people buy each of these, it'd be $1,200 per month for the one-off workshop, and then the 8-week course, it'd be $4,200. And so average monthly revenue forecast would be $5,400. And this is where I'm just going to go ahead and admit I'm not sure if these numbers are correct. But the cool thing about it is, even though I have a total monthly fixed cost of around $1,100 or $1,200, there's still going to be a profit. The numbers might not be correct on this left-hand side because I realized I didn't understand what all of these things meant. The number of sales per month, it said that I would need to do 3.7 workshops per month, the 8-week ones, to kind of, keep on track. And then, of course, there are all of my costs there itemized. And average monthly revenue, $5,400. Average monthly cost of goods is $2,400 because I'm paying for services. And I'm running out of time. I'm out of time. And average gross profit would be around $3,000. And the month net profit was actually lower than I thought, around $770. And so length of cash flow cycle, I would really like to reconcile my bills monthly because I think it'll just get too crazy. Strategy to ensure enough cash on hand to pay bills is it's going to be key to keep finding people who want to lead workshops that are in alignment with our mission and people who want to be in those seats. Strategy for what to do with any net profits. And I need help here because I don't know what to do with those profits necessarily. When I look at my chart, I see there's like a lot of cash on hand, but for some reason, the other numbers, I just don't know what they are. And so there's money there. But yeah, I don't necessarily know what to do with it. I know how much I want to pay myself. I know how much I want to pay people who are teaching. And that's where I'm at with that. And there's a good question. Are these Zoom or in-person workshops? I think the one-off would definitely be in person. Some of the Zooms could be some of the 8-week courses could be hybrid and or on Zoom. I just think it would be easier that way. And so there's my price breakdown or my cost breakdown. It comes out to about a little over $12,000. And some of those costs won't happen till later. And the reason why the possible RMMFI loan is so low is because in my plan, I started paying it in the 3rd month. So I'm going to be looking for partnerships, the workshops, services, which I haven't talked about. So like freelancing services, those kinds of things. possible RMMFI loan, and then also some kind of crowdfunding, like maybe Kiva. And I'm Tamika Coleman, the founder of Literary Citizen. Here's all of my information, and everything should be active soon. All the things work. And thank you.
Woo!
Yay!
Awesome.
Oh yeah, great job, Tamika.
Great job.
Good work. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tamika. I like how you saw the question too and you managed to work it in to the presentation. That was great. Awesome. I'm going to give everybody a couple of seconds to wrap up on their review of Tamika's presentation. You're getting lots of love in the chat. And let's see, who is next? All right, here comes trouble. Hey, Tia.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm okay. I was looking at slide. I was like, I must have missed something. I missed one of the slides, y'all. I didn't do one of them.
That's okay.
That's all right, because I know the answer, so it's cool.
Well, that's all that matters. You know the answer, just tell it to us.
All right. Thank you, Emily.
And let's see, Veronica, could you drop into the chat? There we go. Like, I didn't even have to ask. It was like magic. Veronica's on top of it. All right. Well, whenever you're ready, feel free to go ahead and get started.
All right. Hey, everyone. It's great to see you all again. Thank you, Tamika. I am Tia Trent, the owner and HBIC, head baker in charge at Patty Bakes. We're based in Denver, Colorado. Website is being currently worked on. You can find us on Facebook at Patty Bakes, on Instagram at Patty Bakes 2019, Patty Bakes 2019 at gmail.com, and 970-805-0968. Hit us up. All right, so my launch strategy. Let's see. In order to reach the people that I want to reach, which are boutique hotels, I need to create and distribute marketing information, put it on flyers, and do it on social media so I can attract other folks too. I need to purchase packing supplies, which include gift baskets, because when I go and meet the people in person, I'm going to have gift baskets with the actual African donuts in there. And that's where I put a flyer and put information about Patty Bakes. So that's where they'll also learn that Patty Bakes works with youth that have been in foster care, have been homeless, etc. And I would like to sign up the first 2 boutique hotels for a 6-month trial period. And I'd also like to build an internship team. And again, as I previously mentioned, youth that has experienced homelessness, been in a treatment facility, or have been in foster care. So obviously, I'm not going to walk at least 36 dogs per week, right? So let me get my notes. First 1 to 3, I would like to visit potential boutique hotels with gift baskets, get a wholesale license, get my website up and running, get t-shirts for the youth that are working with me so that we all are uniform. We may have different personalities, but I want us to be dressed alike. I would like to get a storage because my living room looks like a warehouse. Look into a commercial kitchen. And then I'd like to look a year ahead for big events and speak to hotels so that we can start placing orders. And that would be 4 to 6 months. 6 to 12 months, I would like to purchase a work vehicle, start teaching youth that I work with baking courses. And in order to do that, I need to look for a physical space that can hold courses and that we can bake in. So my key KSIs, hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Let's see, 3 to 5 indicators. So marketing KSIs, I would like to do 25% of my inquiries, I would like to convert to sales. Operation KSIs, I would like to scale labor costs by producing more products. So instead of doing just 2 dozen per for 3 hours, I'd like to do the 6 dozen. Again, Fred, I apologize. That one slide was messed up and I did not edit it. It's not dog walking, it is bacon. Thank you, Tamika. Yeah, so we're all about bacon over here, no dog walking. I would like to scale again. So instead of doing 2 dozen per 3 hours, you're welcome. I would like to do 6 dozen per production. For financial KSIs, I would like to do $360 average monthly revenue. So that's 12 dozen per month. And then that's a 45% gross margin per sale. So my average revenue per unit and the number of units sold in a month, average revenue per month. My product slash service is are going to be 2 dozen African donuts. Average sales price is $60. So for 2 dozen, it's 60. Number of sales per month, 12 dozen per month. My average monthly revenue forecast is going to be $522, which is $87 gross revenue for 2 dozen. Financials, the cost assumptions. So what does it cost for me to make and deliver my product and service, and what are my immediate and fixed costs and why? So the cost of goods sold, my average cost of goods per unit is $30. So that's for 1 dozen. I may have done this incorrect, but average cost of goods unit. So for 1 dozen, it is $30. Number of sales per month, I would like to do 12 dozen. The average monthly COGS forecast would be about $558. I'm almost positive that I over guesstimated, right? I'm pretty positive that right now my total monthly fixed costs are not $2,285. But marketing, depending on what type of marketing I do, it can cost up to $50. Gas, maybe around $200. Insurance, I put $75 because my vehicle is not solely for work. Website, about $25 for maintenance. I put some of my car payment on there, and then owner's draw, $1,500. So I'm not sure about that, Fred. Sales tax. I can talk to my financial person though. So gross profit, gross and net profit. Average monthly revenue, $1,440. Average monthly cost, $960. Average gross profit, $3,840. Monthly net profit forecast around $1,090. And I believe since the cost to make the African donuts are so low, I would just need to sell around 5 orders per month in order to break even. So length of cash flow, 50% of deposit will be made at time of booking, and then the balance will automatically be paid after booking is complete. Strategy to ensure I have enough cash on hand to pay bills. Again, I just need to make sure that I book at least 4 orders per month because the cost is so low. And strategy is to reinvest into my business to purchase a company vehicle and hire 3 youth interns. Capital needs. I don't really need much right now. Marketing materials, packaging, supplies, ingredients. So maybe around $450. Funding sources, personal investment, friends and family, PPE loan, grants, crowdfunding. And in case you were missing it, there go those African donuts, y'all.
Dang, those look good.
Thank you. And again, thank you, Laura. And again, Tia Trent, I am the owner, HBIC, the head baker in charge at Patty Bakes. You can find us at Patty Bakes on Facebook, Patty Bakes 2019 on Instagram, Patty Bakes 2019 Gmail. And I haven't made chocolate, but we can try that, Fred.
Ooh, dipped in chocolate. I was like, what are those?
I make a strawberry. I also make a strawberry jam that everybody loves with the African donuts.
That's all I gotta say.
Great presentation, Tia. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you. I appreciate
Awesome
you all.
job.
I really do wish we were in person because by now you all would have got to try a whole bunch of things.
I'm gonna hold you to it anyway.
Yes.
Gain 10 pounds and need my services too.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Let's all work together, Nicole. Let's all work together.
That sounds like a perfect collaboration.
I'm like, I love it. Tia hooks them in, and Nicole, you get them out. You get them out.
And I'll do the cleaning.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Cool. Well, everyone go ahead and finish giving Tia feedback. Tia, that was awesome. Thank you so much for your presentation. And Nicole, I can see you are ready. So give us a minute just to let some folks finish up, and then we'll get you started.
All right.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How's your day going?
I made it here.
Yeah. Did your camper? So Nicole has a cool side hustle business with campers. So if you need a camper, she can rent you one. Did you get it taken care of for your clients?
I did right at the last minute. And then he just actually texted me a minute ago. He hit mirrors with another truck.
No.
And so he just texted me and was like, oh, I think it's okay. And I'm like, do I call the cops? It looks fine. It looks functional. It's not cracked. And I told him to go get like one of the convex ones that popped off, to go get it before his trip, because that's actually really helpful to drive with.
Yeah.
So luckily, yeah. Yes, I got it out the door, and then that happens.
Of course. Always something. Welcome to the life as a business owner. Always something. Awesome. Here's the scoring form. Thank you, Veronica, for dropping it. If y'all could go ahead and get that up. And last but not least, we have Nicole. So Nicole, whenever you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
All right. My name is Nicole Martinez, and I am the owner of New Motion Wellness. I am an organizational well-being consultant, a board-certified health and wellness coach, and the owner of New Motion Wellness. So I partner with companies, I strategize and implement their well-being programs, and that helps to create cost savings, positive change that employers need to see improved health and camaraderie, loyalty, and productivity, and what employees need to improve and thrive in their physical, emotional, and social well-being. I don't only focus on the 9 to 5, but also the 5 to 9, and that makes a happy and healthy team member thrive. So my business is already launched, and overall, my goal is to be able to obtain 2 large corporate programs. So I'm going to go ahead and really focus on that during the presentation. But I've already completed all my launch needs. So I have an LLC and EIN. My insurance is up and running, and I have a couple of clients already. So the next steps would really be to prospectively meet and with a focused introductory session. And for that, these are the next steps. Really some strategic one-pagers that I can send for marketing and hand exactly to them through their email. I do need some collateral and website updates. And then this financial aspect has been super helpful, and I'm going to go through that here. But as I mentioned, those 2 clients closing the sale is really what we're looking at here. So within the next 1 to 3 months, I do need to reach out and follow up and close some sales on at least 1 client. So in the next 1 to 3 months, I need that corporate client. The follow-up after that would be able to get that additional client. So within the next 4 to 6 months. And then ideally what's happening behind is that there's a constant lead list that I can continue to go into. The big goal, as I mentioned, is that total wellness program, but I also offer some other one-offs. So being able to give those offerings to some of these other corporate clients might give them some teasers along the way. So that's what I would be doing on that 6 to 12 month timeline there. So some indicators for KSIs that I really need to tighten up is that lead list that I have, and really closing on those appointments that I'm conducting. Those operation KSIs are really about closing those new sales and really starting to track the revenue, which ties right into those financials. Is I need to tighten up those financial workbooks and really make a reconciliation day and also a receivable day, so that I'm constantly making sure that I'm reminding people about the invoices and bringing in that money so that nothing's lagging behind. So based on the financial workbook that we had, I have derived some of the assumptions only for that total wellness program. So like I mentioned, I do offer the additional services. One is coaching, one would be educational components such as webinars or communication. And I'll touch base on those in a little bit, but based on the workbook, what I ended up finding out is I will put this at a monthly price on a retainer for a corporation at about $4,025 a month. My goal is to get 2, so that's going to give me a revenue forecast of $8,050 per month. When I looked at my cost of goods, what I ended up doing is taking the hours that I'm providing these services and create cost alongside of them. So I paid myself for the hours of this potential work that I would do. And really that would in addition take about $3,000 of fixed costs. So that would be getting all of these things that are on the immediate fixed cost side going for the program. So that I noted that as my cost of goods or my hours. And when I ended up bringing everything with looking at my overall services, I plugged in those numbers. And as you can see, my monthly break-even point is actually 2.93. So almost 3 corporate clients that I would need in order to break even. However, because I know that I want to have a goal of the 2, my additional services would actually cover the cost for that break-even point with that month and bring that monthly revenue at that 80-50 point. My taking away the cost of my hours versus the goods, but the cost of my hours, that would bring in that profit and then my monthly net profit forecast is actually set at about $5,950, which if we go to the next slide shows what I would do with the money. Essentially, I'm billing everybody quarterly, having some sort of a payment plan for that corporate client so that every quarter I'm receiving money from them. But in order to make sure that I constantly have a cash flow, my goal is to get 8 coaching clients so that I'm working with some individuals on an individual basis. And because they'll be paying me a little bit more either upfront or more frequently, I can use that as the cash on hand to be able to pay for anything that I need, like my office space and other things that came up. And to put in the strategy for what to do with my net profits, I would pay myself and then put some of that New Motion wellness into reserves. I think I saw something about what's a total wellness program. Yeah, sorry. So the total wellness program would be the total corporate program. That would be a 12-month program that I'm doing all of the pieces that I have kind of listed out. I'm assessing, strategizing, implementing in the trenches with them, and then renewing that for the full entire year. And so when I'm going to the next step of my capital needs, I derived some numbers here from the last retro and added about a couple $1,000s that I might have missed, primarily because, hashing it all out and pulling out all of the different costs that it actually takes to be able to run this business. This also I broke it down into a monthly. Oh, sorry, you're not on it. There you go. I'm looking at mine and I'm talking. I got this capital. I increased those capital needs a bit, primarily with some of the things that are in need for my business to be run. Some things came forward. So I'm sitting at about $770 a month to be able to do pretty much the basics with what my business is. And the way that I'm funding this is some of the client services that I already render, some of the other savings that I have. And based on our education with these loans from RMMFI, I think that would be a beneficial way to be able to kind of get me and maybe fill in some gaps. I believe that that's all that I've got for you. So again, my name is Nicole Martinez. I am the owner of New Motion Wellness, and I look forward to working with you either on your own or through your business. I'm looking for referrals and ready to take them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great job.
I think RMFI needs a total wellness program for its employees.
I'm willing.
I love
Great
it.
presentation.
Nicole, you were like, that sounds great.
Yep, I'm able.
Contact. I love it. You did awesome. You did awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I loved at the end of your pitch that you said, I am ready, able, and willing to take clients. So you are ready. So that was great. Love your call to action.
Thank you.
Awesome. So I'm going to give everyone a minute to wrap up the feedback or wrap up the form before we go into the forum. I have to pronunciate the two differences.
I also just wanted to quickly congratulate each of the entrepreneurs for navigating the financial projections. I know that that can always be stressful and overwhelming at times, but it is clear to me through your presentations this evening that not only did you work hard on putting those projections together, but that you truly understood and used that tool to your advantage. So well done all around.
Yay!
Yeah. Woo!
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It was
all did-
helpful.
you all did amazing. And I want to say shout out to the mentors as well for your support. And shout out to Sydney for all your work too.
Yes.
Definitely thanks to all those
Whoop,
people.
whoop.
Y'all are rock stars. All right, so we are going to get the virtual feedback forum up and going. Let me see. Veronica, are you helping with breakout rooms?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
I'm gonna put you all into breakout rooms. We have a few people for each entrepreneur, so you can go in there, chat, give some feedback, and then once you're done, if there's another entrepreneur who you're dying to talk with, you can come back to the main room, and I can send you to a different breakout room.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I think we will go ahead and get y'all started. Oh, how much time do we want to do? Let's see, what time is it? Should we do like 15 minutes, you think?
Yeah, we can do 15. I think that sounds good.
Okay, perfect. We'll do 15 minutes.
I have a question. Is this
Oh.
live still?
We are stopping it right now.
Oh, okay. I was like,